question from Mike today. Mike said that he is a guy, he's about 6'4", 205, pretty big guy. And he said that he has really good pressure from side control. He can hold side control, no problems. But he says that what's happened is he's relied on having that pressure so much that he's kind of steered away from it because he wants to become more submission oriented and he wants to get around to the back. So he's actually kind of let go of side control completely for a little bit, and he's wondering if I have some tips on how to become more of a mobile big guy and some ways to get to the back. So Mike, first off, thanks for the question, dude. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a look at how, because since you're good at side control, I'm gonna show you some ways to be more mobile from side control, and at the same time, we'll get around to taking the back today. So you were saying in your message to me that you had really good shoulder pressure, so I imagine, you're looking like that with the shoulder of justice here. The guy can't turn towards you, and you've got this good pressure. Now, if we want to become more mobile, because sometimes you'll get in there and it's really hard to get something to open up, one of the things you can do, an idea, if you will, is to leave a little bit of space in certain places so that you set a trap for the person, all right? So when I'm here, one of the things I really like to do, if I get a guy, maybe he's balling up, he's not really doing anything, right? You're like, you're here, but you want to get some movement going. We can leave some space in a planned place, not just getting up and letting them go. But in this situation, I'm gonna do the step over, which is all over my website, and so you can check that out. I'll put some links at the end of the video. So we're here, I'm gonna leave just a little bit of space here. And what that's gonna do is that's gonna kind of encourage him to go for an underhook because it's right there. So again, all we're doing is we're keeping our pressure here and we just release a little bit of pressure, boom, he gets the underhook. Now, because we knew what we were doing, we're gonna be ready for that. And as soon as that underhook comes up, we step up over the head. And we're gonna do the step over motion. Again, check the website for it if you need to. Spin, out to the side, here. And again, at this point, what I'm doing is I'm pushing into him. Now, his ability to turn back to me is very hard because I have this push coming from my foot all the way through into his shoulders. So what that's gonna do is, again, encourage him to go the other way and turn the back. And then we can set up our back mount position. I just release a little bit of pressure. As he comes up, I keep my weight down. I don't want to raise up too much because then he just comes right up. So I keep my weight down, step over, switch the body. And again, we're pressing on our toes. He turns around a turtle and we shoot right into the belt. So Mike, I know that's a little counterintuitive to allow space, but what that's gonna do, if you allow space, you allow movement. And if you're allowing movement, then you're turning the game to, instead of you just pressuring the person and smashing their face into the mat, later Carrie, you're turning it into more of a mobile situation, right? So you wanna be more of a mobile big guy, then one, you need to drill more movement, okay? And when you're rolling, you need to move basically you gotta think like a little guy. You gotta move like a little guy instead of a big guy, and you gotta allow pressure or space sometimes. And if you do it in the situation like we did there, you're allowing space in a very particular way that gives you a response that you're looking for, which then sets up the cue for the other move that you're gonna be looking for. So Mike, I hope that helps. Talk to you guys next time.